there's no way that we are dropping our claim on Sabah.
Any other issue? If none? Yemen, well, we are intensifying our efforts to have our OFWs there return to the Philippines because of the situation now, which is getting worse. And Alert Level 4 remains up in Yemen, and our crisis management team is still there, coordinating with our Filipino community. We are trying to get more Filipinos to register for the repatriation. According to the latest count, we have about 800 Filipinos in Yemen. 54 have already registered for repatriation, and we are making arrangements to bring them back. And 17 have already been repatriated to the Philippines. Although Alert Level 4 says it's mandatory repatriation, but at the end of the day, personal decision whether or not they would like to come back to the Philippines or remain in Yemen based on the in 2009, we registered our objection to the joint submission of Malaysia and Vietnam, the UN Commission on the Limits of the Continental Shelf, and but there are areas of submission to the UN CLCS which may be discussed that have not Sabah. Well, there are some parts of the that could be discussed without affecting in any way our claim to Sabah. Well, because we have this arbitration case, with the UN, and the essence of our case is to clarify maritime entitlements, and it would be helpful to our case if the maritime entitlements of other claimant countries could be clarified. If all claimant countries would agree that their features that they claim in the South China Sea would not generate anything more than 12 nautical miles territorial sea, then that would be helpful. We cannot do that. We cannot even think of that.
Sir, in any way, wala po bang nilabas na order sa batas yung
Let's see, this national security. We will look into this, we'll investigate, and it's one thing we could say, it's a disservice to the country, if conclusions such as these are being irresponsibly made.
Do you have any idea kung sa journalist case na nag-iip
Well, sila naman ang naglabas ng istorya, di ba?
Which office of the DFA handles this note verbal statement? Because you said you're now investigating this issue.
Mhm.
Which office of the DFA is involved?
Actually, marami, no? Maraming dinadaanan yan, eh. It's a process.
Which are, like, can you give us a name of these officers that
Once we have conducted the investigation, no? And once we have pinpointed possible leak, then we'll come out with a information. I think that will be decided now. So it's only the news only came out today, no?
any timeline for the investigation? How many people will be involved?
At this point, no, we cannot say anything more. Okay? If there are no other issues, thank you.
It's CFA Assistant Secretary Charles Jose talking about a note verbal they sent to Malaysia. Earlier reported that the Foreign Affairs Department had clarified it has not offered Sabah to supposedly win Malaysia's support for Manila's arbitration case against China. Earlier, Vera Files reported that a quid pro quo was contained in a note verbal that the DFA handed to a representative of the Malaysian embassy last week. But the DFA denies this, saying the note verbal merely inquires about what part of the extended continental shelf in the South China Sea Malaysia is laying claim to, and not about Sabah. The DFA adds Malaysia's response
Mogato inyong nadunggan ang PTV Special Coverage. Hatun sa kaninyo sa Phil Products Television TV.
He's hot like a frozen sun. He's young and fast. Forget this evening. Every day when you're walking down the street, everybody that you meet has an original point of. As the bell rings, 4, 3, 2. Dog show starring Courage, the Cowardly Dog. But when you hear the bell for school. She was a dreamer. And a little schemer. I thought he might living a dog's life. But when you hear the bell for school, when all the adventures never end. Dragon tales, dragon tales. He's hot like a frozen sun. He's young and fast. He's the chosen. Every day when you're walking. He's hot like a frozen sun. Wow.